All right, boys, we're back at it here again. I'm gonna do some work on the car. We're gonna gut these doors. I've already done it on the passenger side. And this car has power windows, power locks, so these doors are, really heavy. So we're gonna gut them. The windows will be permanently fixed up. I know how to do that. And the only reason I'm doing this is because one major problem with this car, it's not really a problem, but I'll fix it eventually, is the factory wiring harness for the body that run all the lights and all the door switches and all that has been ripped out of this thing. Not by me, by the previous owner. They fucked it up, so I'm gonna have to rewire this car just with a relay panel for the headlights, taillights, brake lights. And I don't really love these doors because they look good when they were painted and they're really straight, which is the sad thing, but they shaved the door handles, and which looks cool. And here's the little poppers for them. But the issue is, if someone were just to run up to this car, like say on the track, like a track official or something, they don't know where the door handles are, if you were in a rollover or something. So that, and I would like to just eventually change these doors out to a set of crank window doors. They're a lot lighter, or even just fiberglass if I had the money to put a set of fiberglass doors on this. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna cut these babies up. I'm gonna show you how to cut out the crash bars and all that, and you can make them pretty freaking light. So this one weighs a ton compared to the other passenger side door. This other door here is pretty lightweight. I mean, you can just, you can't tell, but I mean, this one weighs almost nothing. Yeah, on this car, my car is, it's not heavy, but it's kind of heavy for the race world. This car is full steel. It's got a steel trunk lid. It's got steel fenders. The only thing fiberglass on this thing is the hood. But I mean, I try to cut as much weight as I can everywhere. I got a tube front, light wheels, light brakes, and it's a street car. I mean, I drive it on the street some, but it's a race car, it ain't got no carpet, no heating, air conditioning. It's just the bare essentials in here. So I figure, what the hell, we'll gut that door and fix the window up. The only thing that's gonna really majorly suck is when it's hot and you can't roll the window down, but whatever, I'll get over it. All right, first things first, get these Scott Rod door panels off, which are really nice if you've ever been looking at those. Some guys will pop rivet these on, and for this exact reason is why I didn't do that. I use self-tappers because you got to drill rivets out. You can just unscrew screws. All right, here's what the door panel looks like. And so we're gonna be cutting out this whole panel here. And we're gonna leave a little bit of the frame, obviously, where you can see where the screw holes are. We don't cut that out because I won't be able to fasten my door panel back on. But here is the crash bar, this big metal thing right here. And that thing weighs like 20-25 pounds by itself. And we're gonna rip all the motor, that weighs a lot, all that crap's coming out. So let me get my Sawzall and stuff and we'll go to town. I'm not gonna lie and tell you this is fun. This job actually majorly sucks, but I mean, for the weight you're gonna pull out of this, and my window doesn't roll down anyway, it just makes sense. Why not do it? For the tools I'm using for this I'm using this little body saw. I'll use a combination of other stuff, a cutoff wheel and a Sawzall. But so I'll get this time lapsed up and show you me cutting this. First, we gotta get this outside sheet layer off so we can kind of see what the heck we're dealing with here. All right, I got the outer layer here off, and the way I cut it out, I got the motor and this pendulum of death looking thing here all as one unit. That right there is probably 10 to 15 pounds by itself. That's a lot of metal. That motor's heavy. Coming over here to the door, how I hold the glass up is I just use a little hose clamp right under the window there. It works good. You could just tack weld it if you want. All right, I got this curtained off for sparks, so not blowing into the car. Now we're gonna get to cutting the meat and potatoes out, this actual crash bar, which is pretty heavy gauge steel here. One thing real quick is do not cut your crash bar out unless you have a roll cage. If you were to get into a side impact or something, I mean, this door is just gonna be a skin. It won't protect you at all in any way, shape, or form. So you really need to have a cage. Even my cage isn't really, it needs better side impact, but we're gonna go with it. How these are fastened to the doors, they're spot welded in. I think you see those little spot welds there. So you can just drill these spot welds out and you can slide this out. There's ones on this side, but they're on the outside of the door back over here. So drilling them is literally not possible with the door attached to the car. You can do it if you want to take the doors off. I don't want to go to that much trouble. It's not worth it. So what I'm gonna do is, oh yeah, my Harbor Freight mini saw died. Surprise, surprise, it's just, yeah, she did. Anyways, let's see. So what I'm gonna do is just take a cutoff wheel and just get as tight as I can. I mean, there'll be, you know, this much, like 1.5 inches material left in there, but I mean, that's only a few ounces. I mean, if you want to nitpick, yeah, drill the spot welds out. For me, you're gonna get 99% of the weight out just cutting it out. So that's what we're gonna do. Okay, it took me a long time. I have a really tiny air compressor and it really sucks. But if you have a big air compressor, it shouldn't take you no time at all. There's the crash bar. The only thing you gotta watch out for is if you're using a cutoff wheel, that you don't accidentally cut into your outside layer of your door. Otherwise, you're not gonna be happy about that. But you'll feel it when it just breaks through this layer. There's a little bit of a gap here, so you got some cushion room. You don't want to cut this cable, this rod out either, because that's your door handle. So door handle and all that still works. Yeah, this door is now just pretty much a shell. It weighs nothing. This right here is, I mean, you can tell this thing probably weighs, yeah, this is easily 20, 25 pounds. I mean, that's a lot of weight. So that right there is how you make some race car doors. I'm gonna go back with some 10 snips. This is just really thin, and just kind of clean up the little excess that I didn't get. And then we'll put the door panel back on. Okay guys, I got it all like vacuumed out, all my mess cleaned up. So yeah, here's what it looks like. I know you guys can't tell, but to kind of give you a visual representation of how light these are now, is just kind of like, I mean, they shake and wobble. I mean, they're gonna be flimsy, but they're super lightweight. I mean, they might even weigh, especially if you got rid of the glass and went to a plexiglass or something, which I'll probably end up doing too. It wouldn't weigh nothing. These ain't no 3rd gen Camaro doors, that's for sure. Freaking those things weigh like the Titanic. And we're 100% done. I got the door panels back on, and actually, because this is kind of a bead rolled all metal door panel, it actually adds some strength back to the door. You know, it actually kind of stiffens them up, makes them actually pretty nice. I mean, yeah, this door shouldn't weigh much now. If you like the videos, hit that like, hit that subscribe. I really appreciate any subscribers. Thanks again, guys. See ya.